Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic reading, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader we changed our name, of Center for Spiritual Living Common Ground, formerly known as Columbia, Greater Baltimore. Today is December 20th, and I'm finishing out the year reading from Just for Today, which is a daily reader of recovery. And here's what it offers us. Freedom from self-obsession can be found through concentrating on the needs of others and less on our own. When others have problems, we can offer help. When someone needs a ride, we can pick them up. When friends are lonely, we can spend time with them. When we find ourselves feeling unloved or ignored, we can offer the love and attention we need to someone else. In giving, we receive much more in return. And that's a promise we can trust. That is the reciprocity of creation, of life itself. Whatever creation is, whatever consciousness is, whatever the quantum field is, which is far outside of my ability to effectively and accurately articulate in the finite language that's available to me as a human being. It gives. It gives and it gives and it gives continuously, without hesitation, without hiccup. It just gives. It gives of itself to itself as itself. And we see reciprocity in the laws of science, right? What goes up comes down, the law of gravity. The law of circulation, we see that in evaporation with moisture. It evaporates, it comes back as rain. It evaporates, it comes back as snow. But there's always a circulation. Circulation of the four seasons, the circulation of plants that grow and that fall over and decompose back into the soil and grow again. The reciprocity of plants that seed themselves. It's all around us. Life is constantly giving to life. And so, of course, when we're operating in separation, self-obsession, it's painful, right? Because we've separated ourselves from the source of our own being. And when we give, we realign ourselves with the life that we are. And it's really quite magical. And it's so very, very simple. Just give. Just give. And I promise you, you cannot outgive God. You can't outgive creation. You will always receive, pressed down and running over, way more than you can ever give. So I'm going to read our reading one more time, take us into a time of meditation and contemplation where we're just practicing being present for 5 whole minutes. Here we go. Freedom from self-obsession can be found through concentrating more on the needs of others and less on our own. When others have problems, we can offer help. When they need rides, we can pick them up. When friends are lonely, we can spend time with them. When we find ourselves feeling unloved or ignored, we can offer the love and attention we need to someone else. In giving, we receive much more in return. And that's a promise we can trust. So I close my eyes so that I am not fooled by the physical realm around me. I bow my head in reverence to a wholeness that is greater than the individualized me. I recognize the source, the substance of life, consciousness itself, that gives of itself to itself, expanding its experience and expression of itself. I allow myself to feel the depth of that, to feel the presence of it in this physical container that I call me. I allow myself to feel that inseparable connection with the truth of my being, the essence of my being, with the very substance of my being. God giving to God, life breathing life, life living life, life choosing to express as me. One of a kind, intentionally individualized, never to be repeated desire of life to be as me. It breathes my breath, it thinks my thoughts, it dreams my dreams. All that I am, it is. All that I have, it gives. And what is true of me is true of all creation. And I claim and affirm ownership of the most precious gift of all, the gift of choice. The gift to recognize, to choose the truth of my being, to choose to be aware, to choose to live the givingness of life as a practice to give, not for the purpose of receiving, but to give because it is my nature, my divine nature, to give. To give because giving is in alignment with my being. I claim and affirm this for every expression of life. I recognize the givingness of love in the givingness of my dogs and how they simply give their presence, how they give their love, how they give their attention, they give their time. And I reciprocate, knowing that is the reciprocity of life. I recognize that every expressed need is a call for love, is a connection with the givingness of life, is an activation of that reciprocity. And that in giving, it is life meeting life. It is life reciprocating life. And so I say yes. Yes to giving all that I am to life. And yes to opening to life, giving all that it is to me as life. To open to the true affluence, the unrestricted flow of life And I am grateful. Grateful beyond words for the activity of law, the activity of reciprocity, the law of life, the law of giving that is receiving, that has already made it so. And so I simply open to receiving it, to being it, to fully participating as it. And I let go. I let go of trying to construct the how. I let go of trying to control the when, where, how, and why. I let go of all the doubt. I let go of all of the what ifs, ands, or if only whens. I let it all go. Knowing that to release is to unrestrict, is to live more fully the truth of being. So I let it all go. And I step fully into an unlimited experience of life. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.